for Evan. Start with Bobby Manning.
Hey, Evan. Looked like you were struggling to kind of find your place in the offense in that first game out there. And, Kemba had some struggles, Tatum had some struggles, and it was really scoring that was the issue more than defense for you guys, it looked like. Was there some connectivity issues? What do you feel like the problem was?
No, I feel like, first of all, their switching is kind of disruptive. It throws you off balance. The offense isn't the same when the guys in front of you just switch 1 to 5. You can create some advantages with pin downs, pick and rolls, and all that. But when they switch, it kind of kills everything. So I have to do a better job at maybe creating more actions, having more energy on the floor, and just be more available. So I watched the film, and I'm gonna try to do better things tomorrow night.
John Krause.
Do you think that because of everything, where you're new, still relatively new here, and you had that time away, that this is just part of the kind of continued readjustment, like figuring out how this team wants to play against switches?
I think it's the same for every team. We did a good job on them with the switching, and they have probably the best ISO players in the world. So the switching is really disruptive, like I said. And me being new, yes, it doesn't help for sure. Can I still play my best basketball even though I'm relatively new? Yes, no doubt. So like I said, it's on me. I have to do a better job finding my rhythm and finding opportunities within the offense and with the flow of the offense. Maybe be more active on the board so I can push the ball in transition. Just find ways to help.
Jared Greenberg.
Hey, Evan. Based on your prior playoff experience, how would you say your approach either changes or tries to stay the same versus a regular season game? And the fact that, now you're on a more veteran team with a lot more playoff experience than those Orlando teams had, does that change your comfort level at all?
Well, my playoff experience with Orlando, we were actually the 8th and 7th seed. So it's very similar to what it is today, being the underdog, I do think that experience helps in the playoffs. I do think it just adds value, and you're able to live in the moment better. But I don't know. It's kind of hard to compare from year to year. Every season is different. Every team is different. And as players, we keep evolving. So it's a tough question to answer, to be honest.
Brian Lewis.
Hey, you were talking about how their switches can be disruptive. It looked like you had more success earlier on when you guys were getting Blake Griffin in some of those switches than it was later when you had Jeff Green and Nick Claxton. Is that accurate? And if so, were there things that you guys saw that you could attack, or was that just kind of game flow?
Well, I think first of all, I think them being more aggressive on offense and scoring more baskets and getting to the free throw lines more didn't help us offensively. Also, it's always connected. The offense and the defense, is always connected, because obviously, when you have to get the ball out the net and call a play instead of just running in transition and being aggressive in the fast break, it's obviously harder. So it's always connected. I didn't feel like there was a particular matchup that we had more success with, to be honest with you. But it's going to be the same thing again tomorrow. They're going to switch with Blake and Claxton and all that, and we're going to have to find offense within that and create more, maybe driving kicks, et cetera, et cetera.
Final question for Evan, Gary Washburn.
Hey, Evan. Did you come away from game one thinking you guys had blown a chance to steal one, or encouraged that you guys didn't play, obviously, especially in the second half, didn't come close to your best offensive game, but still obviously were down 3 with 7 minutes left and had a chance? How did you come away from game one? And was that game one a good experience to see what they can do, to see it live in person instead of on tape, and see them, their big three together? Was that a good experience?
Well, I mean, it's kind of hard to say it's a good experience when you lose, you know. But I hear you. Well, I think you know, after game one, we were. I mean, you know, we should all be disappointed because it's a loss. But you can always learn from a loss, and you know, we did a lot of good things. You know, I think we played good defensively, and even the stretch offensively that we had, where we just weren't efficient. You know, you can learn from that and watch it and see why we weren't good and get better game two. That's the playoff. So that's the part of playing through a playoff series. You learn from your mistake. You try to do better things on defense and to take it the next game, make adjustment and see where it goes. But I can't say that it was a good experience or a bad experience. It went the way it went, and we will do better from it.
All right, we'll wrap it up right there. Thanks, Evan.
Thank you.